Good morning, student. I hope you all are very well. Okay. Today we discuss about the gametogenesis. Okay. Now, what is gametogenesis? Gametogenesis is the process of gamete formation in sexually reproducing animals. ठीक है बेटा, गैमेटोजेनेसिस जो होता है एक प्रोसेस है जिसमें हम गैमेट फॉर्मेशन की बारे में बात करेंगे. हम जानते हैं ना, दो तरह के गैमेट्स होते हैं. फर्स्ट वन इज sperm and second one is ova. Okay, sperm is male reproductive gamete and ova is female reproductive gamete. Okay, so what is gametogenesis? Gametogenesis is the process of gamete formation in sexually reproducing animals. Okay, gametes are produced in the gonads by a series of changes in their germinal epithelial cells. Okay, the formation of male gamete means spermatozoa in the testis. Okay, I repeated, the formation of male gamete spermatozoa in the testis is called spermatogenesis, and the development of female gamete which is ova in the ovary is said to be oogenesis. Okay, so in gametogenesis we describe about two processes. First one is spermatogenesis, where male gamete spermatozoa in the testis is formed, and in second we said about oogenesis, where female gamete means ova is developed from ovary. Okay beta, now as you see in the slide, yes, it's your first slide, is the structure of spermatogenesis. Okay, as we call, means what is spermatogenesis? The formation of male gamete in the testis is called spermatogenesis. As we already learn about the testis and their structure, I hope you all understand how testis work in spermatogenesis. Okay, now for all this we describe here spermatogenesis. So the process of spermatogenesis occur in the male gonads, or we also called it testis. Okay, actually the testis of vertebrate are beta composed of many seminiferous tubules which is lined by many of germinal epithelial cells. Okay, these germinal epithelial cells from spermatozoa by spermatogenesis, a continuous process that can be divided in four steps. Okay, we divided it into 4 steps. First one we call spermatocytogenesis. Okay, spermatocytogenesis, the cells of germinal epithelial of the seminiferous tubules of the testis which enter the process of spermatogenesis are called primary germ cell. As you see in the slide, first in upper portion 2x there is diploid. Okay, this is male primary germ cells. Okay, these germ cells are basically similar to any body of cell in having diploid number of chromosome. It is in diploid number, that's why we put there 2x. Okay, and each primary germ cells enter a multiplication phase. Okay, सबसे पहले यहाँ पे प्राइमरी जर्म सेल्स आपको दिख रहे हैं, ये किस फेज में एंटर करेंगे? सबसे पहले मल्टीप्लिकेशन फेज में, किस प्रोसेस में? स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस में. ठीक है, एंड जब ये मल्टीप्लिकेशन फेज में जाएंगे एंड बाय रिपीटेड माइटोटिक डिवीजन दे गिव राइज टू अ नंबर ऑफ सेल्स, एंड दीज अनस्पेशलाइज्ड मेल सेल्स कॉल्ड spermatogonia. First germinal epithelial cell going to be what? It's going to be mitotic division and give rise number of cells, and these number of cells is unspecialized male cells. We call it spermatogonia. Also continue to divide for some time and then they enter into growth phase. Okay beta, now in this phase we said about the growth phase. In this phase spermatogonia grow and increase in size. ये जो स्पर्मेटोगोनिया है यहाँ पे क्या होगा? ये साइज में इंक्रीज करेगा और बड़ा होगा. एंड ड्यूरिंग स्पर्मेटोसाइटोजेनेसिस ईच स्पर्मेटोगोनियम डिवाइड माइटोटिकली. अब आप देख रहे हैं ये क्या हो रहा है? माइटोटिकली डिवाइड हो रहे हैं एंड फॉर्म 2 प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट्स, और 2 डिप्लॉयड spermatocytes बना रहे हैं. ओके, which are diploid and interconnected by their cytoplasm. plants. Okay, now here we first discuss about meiosis first. Okay, we discuss about meiosis first, means the primary spermatocyte. Okay, the primary spermatocyte we also denote it as 2x. Okay, as you see in the slide, this is primary spermatocyte. So in meiosis first, the primary spermatocytes with large spherical nuclei undergo the first meiotic or maturation division. It undergo for the first meiotic and maturation division, and each forming the two haploid secondary spermatocytes. Okay, these are haploid in number, that's why we put it as X. Okay, now what happened with this X secondary spermatocyte? Meiosis second is happening over there. Okay, each secondary spermatocyte undergoes the second meiotic, or we also call it second maturation division, and it produces two spermatids. Okay, they produce two spermatids, as you see na, 2x divided xx and then x divided and form two single eggs. Okay, so the each spermatogonium give rise to four interconnected spermatid, and a spermatid is rounded cell which is spherical nucleus. Okay, now what is spermiogenesis? Now here we know about the spermiogenesis. What is spermiogenesis? After meiosis first and meiosis second division, there is process of spermiogenesis, and in this process transformation of circular spermatid to a spermatozoon, and it is called spermiogenesis. Okay, in this process the nucleus of spermatid become the head of the spermatozoon, and the Golgi apparatus of the spermatid and containing some enzyme like proteolytic enzyme, and become the acrosomal cap. This is very important because after that we describe the structure of sperm, where we describe all this. Okay, so spermiogenesis is very important because in this process the transformation of a circular spermatid to a spermatozoon is called spermiogenesis. Okay, as we said, in this process nucleus of spermatid become the head, and the Golgi apparatus of the spermatid containing proteolytic enzyme, and become the acrosomal cap. Okay, now spermatozoa are situated most centrally in the seminiferous tubule, and spermatogonia most peripherally, and other also are spermatocytes and spermatid occupy intermediate positions. Okay, as you see in the figure. Okay, now here one most important thing, what is spermiation? Okay, here we describe the process of spermatogenesis, as we I think you I hope you understand what how primary germ cells get divided and germinate to spermatogonia, and then spermatogonia diploid germinate to daughter cells, and then they form primary spermatocyte, then first meiotic mitotic division will be happening over there. Okay, and spermatid form, and after spermiogenesis sperms are formed. Okay, and all this process how a sperm generate from testis to urethra in male part, that process is called spermatogenesis. Okay, now beta, here most of time there some questions are raised in them, like spermiation. What is spermiation? SPERMIATION. Spermiation means after spermiogenesis. Okay, as you know now, the last process of spermatogenesis, spermiogenesis. So after spermiogenesis, sperm had become embedded in the Sertoli cell. You know Sertoli cell, we also describe a Sertoli cell in the structure of testis, where Sertoli cell give nutrition to sperm. Okay, so here after spermiogenesis, sperm had become embedded in the Sertoli cell and are finally released from the seminiferous tubule by the process is called spermiation. Okay, so in man the entire process of spermatogenesis take about around 74 days. Okay, and it starts the age of puberty due to significant increase in the secretion of gonadotropin releasing hormone. We also call it GnRH, and continuous even in old age. It's only happening in male only. Okay. Now this is all about what is spermatogenesis. You have to be know about what process is happening over there to be form primary germ cells into a sperm. Okay. Now in second slide, okay, this one, this is our second slide. Here we discuss about the hormonal control of spermatogenesis, means how this all process in male is happening. So this all process is happening by the hormonal control in man. Okay. So what type of hormonal control is formed in spermatogenesis we are described here. Okay. Now as you see in the picture, spermatogenesis initiated at the age of puberty, as in early sorry, means 6th 7th standard, you know the what is the meaning of puberty. Means puberty is the age of male, where they get beard, where they get mustache, where they get high speech volume of their voice, hard voice, tough voice. Okay. Means in girls puberty is coming in 10-year age. Okay. And the boys have to be in 14 year. Okay. So spermatogenesis initiate at the age of puberty by the gonadotrophic releasing hormone secreted by the hypothalamus. Okay. Yeah, you know now what is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is the head of the department of hormone control. Okay. Means when boys reach the age of puberty, means 14-year age, their hypothalamus secrete one hormone, we call that gonadotrophic releasing hormone. Okay. And this, when this GnRH means gonadotrophic releasing hormone stimulate the anterior pituitary, when they secrete the FSH and LH. Okay. Means first pituitary, first hypothalamus hormone releasing gonadotropic releasing hormones. Okay. And then gonadotropic releasing hormones stimulate the anterior pituitary, which then secrete two types of hormone. First one is FSH, we called it follicle stimulating hormone, and second one is LH, we call it luteinizing hormone. Okay. Okay. Now FSH stimulates Sertoli cell to secrete some factor which help in spermiogenesis. Okay. And what about LH? LH act as the leading cell. Okay. Leading cell that causes secretion of androgen or a testosterone hormone from the testes, which is turn stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. Okay. As a diagram you see that in upper there is hypothalamus. This is the hypothalamus is like the head of the department, and then hypothalamus secrete GnRH, gonadotropic releasing hormone, and then it stimulate anterior pituitary, where anterior pituitary releasing two hormone, LH and FSH. LH is luteinizing hormone, FSH is follicular stimulating hormone. LH is helping with leading cells, and FSH is leading with Sertoli cells. Okay. And FSH, what you FSH stimulates Sertoli cell to secrete some factor which help in spermiogenesis, where LH act as leading cell and cause secretion of androgen or testosterone from the testes. Okay. So beta, this is all about the hormonal control of human reproductive system during the process of spermatogenesis. Okay. I hope you understand this. Okay. Now we going with the structure of sperm. Here we are. Beta, this is the structure of sperm, or we also called it spermatozoa. Okay. So in the structure of sperm, it consists of four parts: head, neck, middle piece and tail. Okay. And enveloped by a plasma membrane. Okay. What is about head? It is enlarged end of sperm containing the large haploid nucleus and condensed chromatin body, and is capped by acrosome. Acrosome is very important because in during fertilization acrosome penetrate the egg. That's why fertilization is happening. Without acrosome, fertilization not will be happen. Okay. So acrosome is very important part of head. The acrosome containing hydrolytic enzyme. Most of time board questioning which enzyme is present in acrosome. So you have to be answer the acrosome containing hydrolytic enzyme, okay, hydrolytic enzyme that help in dissolving membrane of the ovum for fertilization. Okay, I request you to please note down this word, that acrosome containing hydrolytic enzyme that help in dissolving membrane of the ovum for fertilization. Okay, this is all about the head part of the sperm. Second one is neck part. It contains proximal centriole which is necessary for the first cleavage division of zygote. Okay, ये हम बाद में पढ़ेंगे कि किस तरीके से zygote form में हेल्प करता है. And the distal centriole that is connected to the tail filament. Okay, now we going with middle piece. Middle piece, it contain a number of mitochondria. So as you know, the currency of cell is mitochondria. So middle piece of the sperm had contain mitochondria that provide energy for the movement of the tail and that facilitate the sperm motility, and essential which is very essential for fertilization, because without motility egg is means ovum is not motile and sperm is motile. That's why fertilization is happening well. Okay, now the last part of the sperm is tail. Okay, now it consists of axial filament surrounded by the plasma membrane and it helps the sperm to swim a fluid medium. Okay, a human female ejaculate about minimum 200 to 300 million sperm during a coitus activity, and seminal plasma along with the sperm constitute the semen. Means for normal fertility at least 60% sperm must have normal shape and size and at least 40% of them must show vigorous motility. Okay, so beta, this is all about the structure of sperm. We are very important that what is the importance of head in sperm, what is the importance of neck, what is the importance of middle piece, because undeveloped sperm cannot fertilize and cannot generate a healthy person. Okay, so this is all about the structure of sperm. Now this is gametogenesis, first process, spermatogenesis. Now we go with oogenesis. As you see in the slide, this is oogenesis. So what is oogenesis? The process of formation of mature gamete is called oogenesis, and it occur in the ovary, and it also consists of the following three parts, means multiplication phase, growth phase and maturation phase. Okay, as you see in the structure. Okay, this is oogenesis. So first question arises from this is, what is oogenesis? The formation of ova. Okay, the formation of ova in the ovary from primordial germinal cells. Okay, I repeat it again, the formation of ova in the ovary from primordial germinal cells. It's said to be oogenesis. Okay beta, as I said, it consists of three steps. In slide you have to see that multiplication phase, growth phase and maturation phase. Okay, now we start with multiplication phase. Okay, in multiplication phase, the germinal epithelium cells of the ovary multiply by mitotic division. Okay, and form cluster of cells. We call them follicles. Okay, we call them follicles. Means a single cell from the follicle differentiate and form an oogonia, and all oogonia to be used throughout the life of woman are produced at the very early stage, possibly before birth, and do not multiply thereafter. It is very important, note down it. Okay, means oogonia is used in the life of woman are produced at very early stage and do not multiply thereafter. इवन जैसे कि आपको पता होगा कि हम बेटा गर्ल्स की बात कहें तो गर्ल्स, कोई भी गर्ल चाइल्ड जब मदर के वॉर्म में होती है उसी समय उसकी बॉडी में जो है एग का डेवलपमेंट शुरू हो जाता है. आफ्टर बर्थ कोई भी डिवीज़न एग में नहीं होता, वो बने हुए होते हैं और वो आपके पूरे जीवन भर जो गर्ल्स की बॉडी में एग रिलीज होते हैं वो वही एग होते हैं जो बर्थ से पहले उनकी बॉडी में डिवाइड हो चुके हैं. ठीक है, इसलिए इसमें ये मल्टीप्लिकेशन फेज में याद रखिएगा. So this is all about multiplication phase. Now second one is growth phase. It is very important because the oogonium grow in size and attain maturity, and now it is called primary oocytes. Okay, So primary oocyte is a part of growth phase where oogonium grow in size and attain maturity. Okay, now maturation phase. Okay, what is happening in maturation phase? In maturation phase, as you see, the primary oocyte undergo a first meiotic division and produce large secondary oocyte and a smaller polar body. As you see in the slide, there is one smaller polar body and a large secondary oocytes, okay, which is represented by N. Okay, and during this phase the Graafian follicles come to the ovarian surface. Immediately after the meiosis first, it rupture to eject the secondary oocyte. Okay, and near the open end of the fallopian tube, the secondary oocyte is then carried down the fallopian tube. Okay, and by ciliary movement of cells, the second meiotic division in maturation remains suspended till the time of union of male and female gametes. Okay, and the secondary oocyte divide to form a mature ovum and a second polar body. The first polar body also divided to form two polar body and of an equal size, which do not take part in reproduction and eventually degenerate. Okay, beta. So this is all about oogenesis, means how ova produce in ovary from ovary and how sperm produce from testis. This is about the gametogenesis process, where we divide it into two parts: spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Okay, if we talk about the difference between spermatogenesis and oogenesis, so uh, oogenesis is similar to spermatogenesis with regard to the behavior of chromosome, but there are important differences between oogenesis and spermatogenesis, that one primary spermatocyte give rise to four spermatozoa, but one primary oocyte form only a single ovum. And the second one is, when the primary spermatocyte divide, its cytoplasm is equally distributed between the two secondary spermatocyte form. But during the division of primary oocytes, almost all its cytoplasm goes to the daughter cell, which form the secondary oocyte. This is very important difference between oogenesis and spermatogenesis. Okay, and the other hand, daughter cells first polar body receive half the chromosome of the primary oocyte, and it does not receive any cytoplasm, and the first polar body is therefore formed merely to be get rid of unwanted chromosome and to keep a number of ova to one to restrict the number of offspring. Moreover, oogenesis is initiated during the embryonic development stage, when a couple of million oogonia are formed within the each coital ovary. No more oogonia are formed and added after birth. This is also very important. Okay, so here beta we describe about two process, spermatogenesis and oogenesis. It is very important. I trying to be clear all this concept, what is happening during formation of sperm and what is happening during formation of ova, even all of it. If you have you any doubt, if you have any doubt, we have Zoom classes, please ask questions, but before watching the before this, you have to be watch the video. I hope you understand this very well. Okay, keep study at your home, keep ready for your first unit exam. All the best for your exam, but please keep safe and sound at your home. Okay, this is all about this lecture. Thank you.